Let's go. Yo, I'm like an addict, do I gotta have it. I ain't even playing, got a really bad habit. If it moves, gotta grab it, fuse like a magnet. Lose, won't have it till I'm doomed in a casket. I ain't playing, got a weird mind. If you work 8 hours, I'ma work 9. If the shoot tastes sour, you should taste mine. I'ma stay in power for a long time. Get up, nah, I ain't a quitter. Toss me the ball, I'm a really big hitter. Big picture, I'm a straight killer. Rising the song to the highest bidder. Got juice, got gas, I'ma move fast. New shoes, new tracks, like who's that? I'm new, come back, better than last. Yeah, it's a new me, never gonna look back. Never gonna look back. Cause damn, I was built to last. You move slow and I move fast.
Good evening, good evening. Hope everyone's well. Welcome to West Brom versus Watford game. Let me just finish doing off some setup. So I was doing a stream. There we go. Wonderful. Alright, let's get into the teams for tonight. I'm not even going to talk about the transfers. We did that last time. I talked about both of these teams actually. It's the second game for both of them, and I covered both of their first ones. West Brom played Middlesbrough, and Watford played Sheffield United. 1-0 win for Watford, and it was a 1-1 draw for West Brom. So let's get into the lineups. Let's have a look. See, let's quickly share the screen. Share the screen quickly. Let's have a find of it. There we go. Wonderful stuff. Is that up? Yep. Falling into the trap of forgetting where the actual teams are. Right, so we've got David Button in goal. Furlong, O'Shea, Jai, Townsend, Jed Wallace, Malumbi, Livermore, Swift, Colin Grant, and Diangana. I hate saying his name. I don't know why. It's one of those names that trick you. What I would say about that was David Button would look to right. Ajay looks awesome. He's so tall. Furlong looks good. Townsend looks decent. Wallace and Swift were sublime in the second half against Middlesbrough. Colin Grant, still not convinced by him, have to admit. Let's go into the Watford lineup. Backman, don't know how he got a 7.3 last game, but very fortunate he made a couple of errors for me. Cathcart, you got Sierralta, Cabaselli, Kamara, Tom Cleverley, Kayembe, Seema, Dennis, Sarr, and Joao Pedro. Now, what I will say about Watford is their front three are mind-blowing. Like, they are above championship level. Emmanuel Dennis is absolutely crazy. Tom Cleverley got 6.2 in the last game. I think that was a bit harsh. But I kind of see where they're coming from. But it's going to be an interesting game, to be honest. It's going to be an interesting game. Oh, unless those are comments, do apologise. There's Ed saying, come on. Let's stop sharing the screen. Don't want to see all that. Ed wants Watford to win. I can't imagine why Ed wants Watford to win. That seems a very strange comment, Ed. But no, big up to Ed, yeah. Big up to King KB. Realist. Game On it is on Sky, Moss. I don't know if you're going to manage to find Sky Sports. I'm guessing any sports bar in London will be sharing the game because it's literally the only game on tonight. Daroshay FM. Yeah, he's not very. Interix town he grew up in. Yes, kind of one of the places he grew up in. Yeah. Moss at Hilton, some proper aircon, a fridge, king bed, amazing, lovely. Don't need to worry about FPL. Wasn't going to, mate. That's the last thing I was worried about. How many hotels? Yeah, how many hotels have you been? Yeah, Fulham Wolves. Ed's there, and so am I. I'm also there this weekend. I'm also at the Molineux this Saturday. So yeah, it could be an interesting game. Hopefully, let's hope it is anyway. West Brom, against Watford. West Brom started very badly in their first game. First half they were awful. Second half they looked actually really good. Watford could have put loads away against Sheffield United. Didn't. Sheffield United then came into it, and Watford dealt with it. Fair enough. As Ed said, this is at the game. I am in Billy White. I'm in W3, high in the sky. But yeah, you're at the North Bank, so that means Stan Collis, doesn't it? Yeah, Stan Collis. A great one, Hilton. Only third one. I thought this was second one. You've been 3 now. Yeah, well, to be honest, after seeing Fulham, I'm actually really looking forward to the game. It's going to be a good game. My hope was Fulham would, yeah, yeah, exactly. I was kind of banking on the Wolves win. Not so much now, but yeah, it's going to be a good game. Oh, okay, yeah. I know where you are. Yeah. I'll be in there early since I always like to get a bit of the atmosphere of people before the game kicks off. So you might see me. I'll stand out in ginger hair, but I'll be wearing the away kit as well. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I hope you are. I hope definitely Jacob is pleasant or awesome day. First game. So and he honestly his football knowledge is really good. I was really impressed with him yesterday. You stayed at Creambones all weekend. Cool. My Wi-Fi is playing up. I don't know if Tariq's is. I don't know what's going on with Wi-Fi at the moment. I think I did hear that it was a StreamYard problem, not a Wi-Fi problem. It's meant to be a StreamYard problem, but we'll see. Just so, bless you. Thank you very much, United Ferbert TV. I think I know of you. I'm not 100% sure. I know you might have something to do with Realist, but big up to you. Maybe under 21s this Friday. Arsenal Hammers Marquinhos show. Can't think what game I'm doing Friday. I know I'm doing a game. I can't remember what it is, but yeah, I'm doing Rangers tomorrow, their second leg, and then there's the boiler. They've literally got a boiler for West Brom. Just seeing him now. Oh dear, madness. And then Wednesday I'm doing the Super Cup, Real Madrid versus Frankfurt. So that'd be an interesting one. Also, they're just going to shake each other's hands now, so that's awesome. But thank you very much for being here. As always, just need to write the banner for the if there's any goal scorers. Let's hope there is, because I can't be doing with a Bobby game today. Bobby game is pretty much a boring game. I did do a 4-1 win last night, so I was very happy with a 4-1 win. Marseille versus Reims. Obviously wanted to see how Nuno got on. But yeah, it's going to be an interesting game, this one, because Watford have got a very, very strong attack, like super strong. They're a little bit sketchy on the defence-wise. Goalkeeper, don't rate that guy. Everyone knows me. I can't stand that goalkeeper. It's awful. Coach is decent. Rob Edwards, ex-Wolves player. The West Brom, if they have a second half performance of their first game, they'll be good. If they have a first half performance of the last game, they could be 3-0 down by half time. So, yeah, it's going to be an interesting game, this one. But big up to everyone. Thank you ever so much for being here. Don't know what's going on. Steve Bruce having a word with someone. don't know who. Oh, it must be some legends of West Brom. But there's a boiler, as you see. If anyone can see, there's a boiler, which is the weirdest mascot in the world. Sorry, but that's just mad. Yeah, exactly. It's Premier League quality. Oh, I can't get the boiler at me. It's mad. Thank you, Kim. Hope you're well too, mate. Hope everything's all good with you. Hope your FPL went well at the weekend. You know, obviously, I would have loved to have been part of it, but other things, unfortunately. But yeah, big up to everyone. Subscribe to everyone's channel. With Ed, subscribe to Tariq Talks because you'll see Ed on there. But yeah, big up to everyone. They're having a minute's applause for some West Brom player, I think. Ed might know, but I personally don't. It's not a name Bobby Hope. No, Bobby. Yeah, he must have played for West Brom. They've got a picture of him in West Brom kit. Crikey, everything's going on from there. It's mad. I can't say much. We've got a Gunnosaurus. We've got a dinosaur. Has no meaning whatsoever. But a boiler. I'm sorry, but what on earth is that about? Oh dear. And I know everyone's probably going to the Arsenal show shortly because Tariq's doing one. We're kicking off 2 minutes later. But yeah, that's mental. That is. I'm sorry. I'm all for having great mascots, but a boiler. Oh, mummy, can I have a picture taken with the boiler? Doesn't make sense. You know, at least you got Wolfie for the Wolves. You got is it Wolfette? Wolfie and Wolfette or something? I don't know what the girl Wolf's called, but at least you've got a kind of a fun mascot at the Wolves. Ganosaurus, I suppose it's kind of fun for the kids, but a boiler. They are taking the knee, like 99% of the players are. Manuel Dennis is standing, that's fine. And we're about to kick off. West Brom going from left to right. And West Brom kick off. Goes back to the bottom. Please don't do the rugby kick. Rugby kick. Kicks it up to the right. Normally hands out. Oh no, they've actually kept it in. That's something. Normally it goes out straight for throwing. Honestly, I can't stand watching Watford play defensively. I really can't. They worry me every time I watch them. Yeah, it's just honestly, really, it's mental. Who has a boiler for a mascot? Mummy, I want to take a photo. The mascot is a boiler. I'm pretty sure Mummy and Daddy probably say, "Well, we can take one at home in the house." Like, seriously, what on earth? But defensively, Watford need to improve. They will score a lot, but they could let in a lot as well, to be honest. I'm not even getting the situation with Rob Edwards leaving Forest Green Rovers. Just not getting into that at all. Not a conversation I want to have personally. Honestly, they let the ball. Watford they're going to annoy me through this game just defending. I know it's the fact that I was a defender. And I'm like, you're doing everything that I was taught not to do. Don't let the ball bounce. Make sure you're the first person there. And then just let the ball bounce and don't even go towards the ball. Early foul there for West Brom. Cavaselli. On Dianana? I don't know how you say his name. He's got Diang on the on his shirt, so I don't know what you say about his name. There comes Backman with a big kick. Let's put the score back up. I'm not seeing any of the Watford attack just as yet, but if see they were pressed. Look, the first game they were pressing high. They were pressurising Sheffield United's back line. This one they're not doing that so much. So I don't know what that means for the game. If anything, it's probably going to suit West Brom. Because West Brom were being pressed by Middlesbrough. It's an early corner here for West Brom. Won by Furlong. We're 3 minutes in. Chances of Albion, I think the chances of Albion getting promoted are very slim. Reaching the playoffs is probably their best hope. From what I've seen so far, I was very unconvinced with their first half performance. I was actually quite worried for them. But here comes West Brom. Oh, great save by Backman. Shot by Darnell Furlong. Point blank there. No idea about pretty much any of their players or the championship. The championship is going to be the closest run championship for years, but I don't see West Brom. The thing what you need to, oh hello, oh my word, Backman save again. How is that not offside? Yeah, I'm questioning that. How is that not offside? Has it gone out for a corner? Corner taken quickly here by Jed. Oh, goes out for a goal kick. This is a fast start. Sorry, Ed. 4 minutes in. But what I was saying about Watford, how bad they are at the back, this is showing it. They are all over the place defensively. But West Brom struggle with goals, and to be able to push for promotion, you need to score goals. They were not great against Middlesbrough. Swift and Wallace were their two biggest threats, and they're both midfielders. Carlin Grant, I'm just not convinced by him. I hope I'm wrong. I always like to be proved wrong about strikers, but he doesn't look very good. Watford are going to score goals, so they should be fighting for promotion. But I think West Brom, their best bet is to push for the playoffs. As for Bruce, yes, massive handicap. The style of football that he plays is not great. But saying that, from what I've seen the first 5 minutes, West Brom are looking pretty good. I think Watford need to start pressing because they need to put some pressure on these players. And Backman has made 2 great saves right now. Oh, and Watford, I don't like watching them defend, honestly. They make me nervous. But here comes Dennis. Dennis against Ajayi. But Ajayi won that. He's very good, actually. I quite like him. I do like tall centre-back. And the ones that can actually move, not Mertesacker. But Ajayi's got pace about him as well. He's tall, strong, and fast. It's a good start from West Brom, I have to say. Good start. Here's Townsend now. So they've gone to a back 4 West Brom today. Oh, it's another corner. We had 4 corners in the first 7 minutes. This is crazy. It's crazy how good this game's actually starting, to be honest. Is there a way that I can show the stats whilst? Because I've noticed people using that and I quite like it. I don't know what that website can use for it, to be honest. Wi-Fi quality is shockingly bad once again. Do apologise. No idea what's going on. It's been fine all day. Been absolutely fine all day. Corner whipped in. Honestly, I don't like it. It's back with West Brom now. They make me nervous. I don't particularly like Watford, but they make me nervous to watch and defend. Maybe it's me as a right back. I'd have to be in like 10 different mini positions. Funny stuff, I'm a cabbage fan. Yeah, it's mad. You know what? I don't know who West Brom think they can get manager-wise. There are some good young ones. But to get someone of Steve Bruce caliber, it's not bad, you know. I know he doesn't play attractive football, and I know he's like one of these managers that you either love him or you hate him. But yeah, I don't think West Brom got the kind of players where you could take a risky chance with a new manager. I'm trying to think in the top of my head. What I will go with here is the Darren Moore situation. That is mental. What they did with Darren Moore. That's mental. But like this, they just brought up a stat there about Steve Bruce. He's won the most promotions back to the PL. But the Championship hasn't evolved that much, but it is slightly different nowadays. Like if you watched Nottingham Forest last season, that they were not playing Championship football, they were playing Premier League football. And a lot of the teams are starting to move that way. But from what I've seen in the first 10 minutes from West Brom, I'm convinced. If they carry on playing like this, they've had 2 shots, 1 on target, possession 71% against Watford. You know, Watford are not an awful side. They're probably one of the favourites to go up. And West Brom are literally all over them. But for me, it's their striker. Is Carlin Grant going to get you those 20 to 30 goals, which you are going to need? You are going to need 20 to 30 goals from your striker. But right now, West Brom are playing beautiful football. It's their final pass and final connection just struggling with right now. Sorry, I know my Wi-Fi is still bad. I don't know why. Hope you can still see me. Hope you can still hear me. And for some reason, I'm thinking of a TV show, but I don't know why. Honestly, Watford can't get out their half. There we go. Here comes Sarr. Sarr's going for a shot. Sarr has just scored from the halfway line. Sarr has literally just picked up the ball and scored from the halfway line. Button was nowhere near the goal. Wow. Wow. That honestly, I'm shocked at the same. I saw him pick it up and then saw him go for a shot. I was like, why are you doing that? And then I realised Button is nowhere near his goal. Like, nowhere near. That is, people have got to see that goal if you can. Beautiful goal. Inch perfect. It's beautiful shot. Beautiful strike. Button is running into his penalty box, so he was nowhere near his goal. But that is mental. Mental. John North, how are you doing, mate? Yes, West Brom for me are lacking a striker. I'm not convinced by Carlin Grant. I hope I'm proved wrong. I always like to be proven wrong about strikers because they are a dying breed. But I'm not convinced. Not convinced by him. As for Watford, they have three. They have Joao Pedro, they have Ismail Sarr, and they have Dennis. And Ismail Sarr has just scored from the halfway line. And if you can find it, if you can see it somehow, the strike on it is perfection. Obviously, you can say about the goalkeeper being nowhere near his goal. That's fine. But to get, there we go. We're going to show it again here. He just took it's inside. It's actually inside his own half. Ismail Sarr looks up, notices he's nowhere near, but the strike of the ball. He's got enough height to go over the goalkeeper, and enough of a dip to go in the goal. Beautiful goal. Wow. I'm smiling because it's not something I see very often on my streams. It's a beautiful goal. I saw a couple last night. It's very rare that I get 5 goals in a game. But what weirdly, West Brom have been the better team for 12 minutes, and Watford has scored a goal. And West Brom are on attack now. Honestly, it's mad. But this is the Championship. This is why I love it. This is why I cover it, because honestly, it's one of the most exciting leagues that I watch. I love it. Need this 300 to win my score predictions. Or, you know what? I probably would have said before this game is you would be fine. But I'm a little bit more worried about it now, to be honest, because West Brom look really good. But Watford can do that. I don't know why Ismail Sarr or Dennis or Joao Pedro are still in the Championship. They are Premier League quality. Oh dear me. They could score over 100 goals if they stay easily. And people say that's mental, that there is 46 games. They only need to score just over 2 goals per game to do that. It's not going to be that tricky. Here comes Connor Townsend. Oh, the only one I know from that one is Cyril Regis. It's the only one I know from that list. Batson and Giles, I have literally no idea, but big up to you, John North. Julian from Ireland. Weirdly, I've got a few streamers that also are from Ireland. Everton fan and an Aston Villa fan. So big up to you, John. Thank you for being here. Appreciate it. I think you were here from the Rangers game last week, weren't you? I will be doing that the second leg tomorrow. It's another corner. This is honestly this game has started off like a classic, and I hope it is. I really do hope it is. It's a great game. Great game. Wallace is going to take the corner. I'm loving this. This is a great one. You always need an early goal. And we got one. 5 corners West Brom have had. 16 minutes. Wow. Absolutely crazy. So we're going to get a corner now. Jaguars is just going to kick it in now. Corner quality's not been great, I have to admit. But then, to be fair, Watford's... Oh, hello. Oh, full Watford on the break then. I was thinking, this would be the only game that you literally see a whole team dominate the whole game and still be 2-0 down. Gone out for a goal kick now. Oh, yeah. Yeah. And you know what? Watford weren't even getting out of their box, really. Their own half. And they literally scored from their own half. They didn't need to. No worries, mate. I appreciate your company. You know, this is what I'm here for. It's for people that, you know, just want to. Watchalongs are great for people just to chill out, feel like you're watching a game with someone. And that's what I'm here for. You know, I started watching them throughout the lockdown. And I found them really quite comforting, to be honest. And then I realised that I watch a lot of football, and I do. And I watch a lot of Championship, which not a lot of people do, unless you're a specific fan of the club. I'm not. I'm a football fan. I support Arsenal, but I'm a football fan. I love football generally. So I always oh my word. This is why I don't rate Carlin Grant. That should have been 1-1. But this is why I don't rate him. Wrong decision. Jed Wallace with the whipped in cross. Let's have a look at Carlin Grant. Chose the wrong foot. Chose it with the wrong foot. But I appreciate you being here, John. You know, it's just great to have company. I always find, you know, even if one person's watching, that's one person. I don't mind. Honestly, don't mind. Right, here comes Watford. Now Watford are going to try and build an attack. Here we go. We're actually getting an attack here from Watford. But it goes back already because West Brom have got back defensively already. Come cleverly. Back to Cialata. Oh, but Diana. Here comes Colin Grant. Another corner. Exactly, John. Championship is one of the most competitive leagues for me. Well, definitely in England, without doubt. But I'd probably say all over the world. You know, anyone can beat anyone in that league. And you can, on their day, anyone can beat anyone. Just another corner. Mad. But I think this season specifically, the Championship is going to be the tightest ever because there's so many clubs that have improved, so many clubs that have gone down, that have got the quality to push back up again. It's going to be a crazy season. I'm looking forward to it. Honestly, these corners are pretty bad from West Brom. There's a head injury here. Oh no, is it a head injury? Cabaselli is down. I don't know if it's a head injury. Oh, he's got a lot of blood. There's a lot of blood coming from somewhere. Don't know where it's coming from. Is it his head or nose? Rob Edwards having a chat here, but honestly, I think Rob Edwards really needs to sort out this defence. If they could tighten their defence up and add a bit of quality to the midfield, Watford will win this league by a million miles. If they keep their strikers, obviously. I could see probably one of them maybe leaving. I can't see all three of them leaving. I think Watford would be mad to let all three of them go. Average positions right now is Ismail Sarr is is playing the highest forward right now, and Watford's average musicians are saying that they've pretty much been in their own half for the whole game so far, which is just mad. I am, John. I am going to sort it out. Yeah, I'm going to sort it out for you. Well, for everyone, to be fair. But yeah, I want to watch it. TV channels have done me nasty on this one, but I am going to sort it. So yeah, there is a way I can still watch it, and I will watch it that way. So yeah. Good evening, Chris. How are you? Hope you're doing well, mate. Hope you're doing well. Subscribe to Chris, and if John, you have a channel, please, let everyone know where it is, because honestly, I don't. This is what I'm here for. It's to share the love, share people's channels. Chris has got his own channel. I think you could probably just click on it, but if not, just type Chris Welch into YouTube and you'll find his channel. He does darts, Liverpool, Carlisle, F1. Nice young lad. Big up to Chris. Hates Ferrari, so I love him. Throw in there. Oh, honestly, this one for defending. Maybe that's why the goalkeeper's so bad. He just panics too much. Honestly. So the score is 1-0 to Watford. And I don't know what the stats say, but honestly, if the stats are fairly similar, as in they're quite close, we'll not tell the story of watching the game. Watford haven't been good at all. West Brom have been good. Watford are 1-0 up. Oh, there you go. Chris even does boxing as well. Oh, I'm guessing you're doing the AJ and Usyk fight then, mate. But there you go, he's doing boxing as well. So there you go. You're more than welcome to plug your channels, Chris. I honestly don't mind. It doesn't bother me. That's what it's all about on here. Sharing the love, helping everyone grow. You know what? West Brom don't even seem panicked by Watford's strike force, like Middlesbrough were. No, not Middlesbrough, Sheffield United. Because I've watched so many games, I'm getting confused. So yeah, Sheffield United defence were very panicked about the Watford strike force, but West Brom are not that bothered. I would be, but they're not. To be honest, they're not pressing very high, like they were in the first game. But I suppose Watford right now don't really need to, because they've got the goal. Mandy there. So how is that not a foul? How could that not be a foul? That's just mad. Yeah, big up to you, Chris. You work hard and you got some good content. I like watching some of your stuff. Obviously, I don't like the Liverpool part of it, being an Arsenal fan. But we all do what we can, don't we? And just try our best. And my theory is if I'm watching a game, I might as well just do a stream of it. And if people want to join, more than welcome. This one I thought would be quite a good game. West Brom and Watford. Doing a Super Cup on Wednesday. Real Madrid, Frankfurt. That should be a good game. And then I am going to do the Rangers one. I need to sort that out after this stream, actually, to sort it all out. But yeah, I will be able to. Sorry, 2 seconds. Sorry about that. Just making sure everyone's okay. I don't know if you heard it, but there was a child screaming. Yeah, 28 minutes gone now. Still 1-0 to Watford. But no, as I was saying, Chris, yeah, keep up the good work, Even if there's like just short little streams, gives people the content to watch, But here comes West Brom now. Grant. That's the best defending I've seen from Watford. You could probably say, was it bad decision from Carl and Grant just not to go for it instead of pulling it back, but it's good defending by Watford for me. So yeah, here comes Watford now. Dennis. To be fair, what I will say about Grant there, Sierralta did defend him very well. That's probably the best defending I've seen from a Watford player. Yes. I put all my stuff on there. Do everything I cover. I do my thing in a different way. I don't ask for likes in my streams at all, to be honest. If you love to like the video, then that's great because it gets my videos out there more into something to do with their analytics or something, or their algorithms or whatever. I don't understand YouTube personally. I publicise it using Instagram and Twitter, but it's just in case anyone wants to watch it with me. That's why I put the StreamYard link in all my streams, because if people want to come on, they're more than welcome. There's, I want to make this feel like you're literally in the stadium watching it together, having a good old chat. Even if you don't talk about the football sometimes, don't bother me either. Some games are better just to talk about something else than the game. This game's pretty good, I have to admit. I don't know about Quest TV. I don't know who they are, to be honest. What is Quest TV? Is that an Irish thing, or is it a Sky thing? Ooh, it's nearly had a great chance there, but Townsend great defending. Shot there, goes wide. I don't know about that. Never heard of it, to be honest. I'll tell you the best one for the highlights is probably. I don't want to give them a big up, to be honest. One of the ones that I pay for to watch, but as in for a free bit, like a Freeview TV. I don't know. To be honest, I don't watch a lot of Freeview TV. I just don't. I don't know why. I just don't end up watching much of it. So I don't watch Match of the Day. I haven't watched that for years. English channel now. Oh, do they? Oh, see, I have literally no idea. I don't watch much normal TV. I'm one of those that likes watching box sets and stuff that I like watching, and I don't watch much TV apart from football. I think something's happening. I don't think it's a head injury. Sarr's down. The fans were screaming, but I think it was more of a case of get up than looking for sympathy. Sarr's down, getting onto his knees now. I don't know if we've missed something here. Don't think we have. Yeah, but sorry, I know nothing about the highlight show. Sorry, guys. It's not something I watch. Most of the stuff that I tend to watch, football highlights wise, is on YouTube. And I do a lot of reading about football games. And then I watch it and come up with my own, because I'm not one of these use my eyes and read the stats and that's my mind decided. I just have a good old decision from watching highlights, looking at the stats, make my decision on if the team deserved to win and who played badly and blah 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 blah. But as you know, I started this in March. My first ever game was Wrexham versus Halifax. I cover all sorts of levels of football because I love football. I love the beauty of the game. It's crikey. Okay, Ferdinand just got a great crossing now. Backman with another good save there. Whip back in again. Over this time. There you go. Yep. So, I think it's probably why I don't bother watching it. I lost my I lost my love of Match of the Day. I used to love it when I was a kid. And I think when I I'm sorry, the ref was having a word with the goalkeeper. They've just taken too long kicking. But yeah, it's one of those that I've just not really been. Yeah, they are. And West Brom are just showing what they've struggled for years to do, is putting their chances away. That West Brom have been dominant in this first half. Absolutely dominant. There is no question about it. It's not like they're dominant for about 70%. They have totally dominated this whole first half. There's been hardly any threat from Watford. And Watford have won it up because of a crazy goal from their own half. You know, this is why I'm not convinced by Colin Grant. You need a proper striker. You know, if they've got the money, which I don't think they have, I'd go and get Barrison Diaz from Blackburn. At least he'll put some goals away. You know what I'm saying? You know, there's plenty of strikers in the Championship you can go and get that can actually finish their dinner. But they're just not given the chances. So their goal scoring record doesn't look great. But if you're not given but West Brom create chances. They are very good at creating. But it's no good. Oh, great defending there from West Brom. Now West Brom having a defensive moment. Still not got it clear. Bottom clears it up nice and calmly. It's a really good game, I have to admit. I'm 37 minutes in now. I have to say, it's probably the. I have to say, I've seen. What was the first game I saw? Burnley versus Huddersfield. First half was incredible. And I've seen Middlesbrough versus West Brom. First half was incredible. And I saw Watford versus Sheffield United. First half, incredible. So the first halves have all been really good. It's what I see in the second half. But in the second half of the Middlesbrough West Brom game, West Brom were incredible. So I'm hoping second half I see an incredible Watford team, or just a decent. Well, just both sides are decent. Yeah, I don't mind. I don't want this game becoming boring. West Brom are creating chances here. They really are, but they're just not putting their way. I'm just Carlin Grant just concerns me. Never been impressed. To be fair, someone's brought Liam Delap, haven't they? I think that was Stoke. Well, not brought him. Oh my word! Watford nearly had a chance there and nearly scored. Yeah, Liam Delap's gone to Stoke. That's a great signing. Chris, you've got to be good. But no, to be fair, that might happen. Ferrari fans need a little weird bubble. They really do. They think they're this untouchable car, but they've been awful for years now. They're not very good, and they're still not very good. I thought this might be the season that they would be good, but they're still bad. Go for it, mate. Stick with your guns. I don't blame you for thinking that. And it wouldn't shock me if it happened. It really wouldn't. West Brom will attack again. For some reason, decided to have a throw in instead of just crossing the ball. Don't know why. I don't think throws are that threatening. They are with Stoke because the wind. This is Hawthorns. This is slightly different. You haven't got the extra breeze coming in that can just deviate the ball somewhat. This is just a normal throwing, really. You managed to get some curve on that. How do you manage to get curve? Whipped in, cross for Furlong, out. It's back. Susan. Chris, you couldn't help yourself there, could you? But you're all right again. Yeah, it is going to be mad. It's such a mad season in the F1. Back to the 26th, isn't it, or something like that? Is it 26th? It's back. It's going to be so hard to watch it again though, because F1 clashes with football. I think really that they should try and avoid the football as much as possible, but they don't. Oh, crikey. Another corner for West Brom here. Shearhouse has been very good defensively. Been their best defender. Backman, I have to give him credit. He has made some good saves. Corner comes in. That wasn't a bad corner, but not much comes from him. Where's Tom Cleverly get all that pace from? Honestly, you should see how fast he just ran then. It's like a 100-meter sprinter. 42 minutes in now. I think the game's kind of fizzling out ready for half time, to be honest. You know what? Their first game, when it was Jed Wallace and Swift, did they win 2-1? Can't remember now. Can't remember if they won the first game now. I did cover it, but I can't remember what the score was. I think the goals have to come from midfield because I can't see Carlin Grant scoring it. He doesn't look. He's there, but he doesn't look like he can score. But the chances that they're making, but I can't see this happening in second half. I really can't. I can't see West Brom having two halves like this. If they do, then Watford have got the whole game plan absolutely wrong. Another throw in here. We'll be having a quick break at half time just so I can do some parent duties. Just coming up to the 44th minute now. What on earth is going there? Watford are just awful defensively. What's the yellow card here? Yellow card. Malumbi. I think you spelled that right. So it's yellow card for Malumbi, West Brom. The Irishman. He looks alright. I wouldn't say he's brilliant. Decent midfielder. I don't know if West Brom are going to play like this in the second half. I just can't see it. And the thing is, last game that they played, Diagana came on. So all their threatening. All their threatening players are already on the pitch. Can't see anyone else coming off the pitch that's going to add any extra threat to this. I really don't. Just don't see it happening. There comes another long throw in from Furlong. Gets some decent curve on that, you know. But Backman picks it up very easily. I have to give Backman credit here. He's had a decent first half. Don't like him as a goalkeeper, but he's got to give him credit. He's been really good. He's made some really good saves. And 46 minutes in now. I haven't seen how much injury time is, which is weird. There's not even a plus. That's the number, so I don't know what's going on there. Oh. It's a goal. It's a goal. Goal for West Brom. And there's the answer to the question that we had earlier, John. That if they can score, I wasn't expecting Grant to get it. I'll be perfectly honest, because he's been pretty bad. But I will always give credit where credit's due. Good strike. Exactly. Good stuff. It was a good control, good finish. That shows that he's got the talent of being a striker. But I wish he did that earlier. So, you know, like I said, I hope that people do prove me wrong. I don't mind that. I won't stick with my same agenda of I don't think he's a very good striker. He proved that he can strike. He can be a striker there with that performance there. That was good. I have literally no idea how much injury time because they've not even put it up. We're on 48 minutes. We're on 48 minutes and I have no idea. I know we're not in the second half, so I don't know what's going on here. I do hope it is. Obviously, I will be having a break at half time just so I can do some parent duties. I don't know how long there is left because there's no time up of how much injury time was meant to be played. I don't know what's going on. This is really weird. I've not seen this happen before, to be honest. There's half time. Okay. So it is half time. I am going to have a little bit of break. I will be back. I will be back. As Terminator says. But I shall see you very shortly, guys. Thank you for the first half company.
And that's facts. Only I can make a change. Slowly take a step today. I will never be the same. 'Cause that's what it takes. Pieces is a form of art. I'm never gonna look back, 'cause damn, I was built to last. You move slow and I move fast, and that's facts. Only I can make a change. Slowly take a step today. I will never be the same, 'cause that's what it takes. Let's go. Yo, I'm like an addict, do I gotta have it. I ain't even playing, got a really bad habit. If it moves, gotta grab it. Fuse like a magnet, lose, won't have it till I'm doomed in a casket. I ain't playing, got a weird mind. If you work 8 hours, I'ma work 9. If the shoot tastes sour, you should taste mine. I'ma stay in power for a long time. Get up, nah, I ain't a quitter. Toss me the ball, I'm a really big hitter. Big picture, I'm a straight killer. Rising the song to the highest bidder. Got juice, got gas, I'ma move fast. New shoes, new tracks, like who's that? I'm new, come back, better than last. Yeah, it's a new me, never gonna look back. I'm never gonna look back, 'cause damn, I was built to last. You move slow and I move fast, and that's facts. Only I can make a change. Slowly take a step today. I will never be the same, 'cause that's what it takes. form of art. I'm never gonna look back, cause damn, I was built to last. You move slow and I move fast, and that's facts. Only I can make a change, slowly take a step today. I will never be the same, cause that's what it takes. Let's go. Yo, I'm like an addict, do I gotta have it. I ain't even playing, got a really bad habit. If it moves, gotta grab it, fuse like a magnet. Lose, won't have it till I'm doomed in a casket. I ain't playing, got a weird mind. If you work 8 hours, I'ma work 9. If the shoot tastes sour, you should taste mine. I'ma stay in power for a long time. Get up, nah, I ain't a quitter. Toss me the ball, I'm a really big hitter. Big picture, I'm a straight killer. Rising the song to the highest bidder. Got juice, got gas, I'ma move fast. New shoes, new tracks, like who's that? I'm new, come back, better than last. Yeah, it's a new me, never gonna look back. I'm never gonna look back, cause damn, I was built to last. You move slow and I move fast, and that's facts. Only I can make a change, slowly take a step today. I will never be the same, cause that's what it takes. Pieces is a form of art. I'm never gonna look back, cause damn, I was built to last. You move slow and I move fast, and that's facts. Only I can make a change, slowly take a step today. I will never be the same, cause that's what it takes. Let's go. Yo, I'm like an addict, do I gotta have it. I ain't even playing, got a really bad habit. If it moves, gotta grab it, fuse like a magnet. Lose, won't have it till I'm doomed in a casket. I ain't playing, got a weird mind. If you work 8 hours, I'ma work 9. If the shoot tastes sour, you should taste mine. I'ma stay in power for a long time. Get up, nah, I ain't a quitter. Toss me the ball, I'm a really big hitter. Big picture, I'm a straight killer. Rising the song to the highest bidder. Got juice, got gas, I'ma move fast. New shoes, new tracks, like who's that? I'm new, come back, better than last. Yeah, it's a new me, never gonna look back. I'm never gonna look back, 'cause damn, I was built to last. You move slow and I move fast, and that's facts. Only I can make a change, slowly take a step today. I will never be the same, 'cause that's what it takes.
Okay. I am back. Find my headphones. We're not far from the second half being kicked off now. So, yeah, announcements that Conor Cody has officially joined Everton on loan. With a view to a permanent signing. Torreira has left Arsenal to go to Galatasaray. Oh no. Dame Olivia Newton-John has died. Okay, that's sad. So we're not far from the second half now. Not far. Whew. Let's hope for a good second half. That's all I can say. Let's hope for a good second half. Yeah, talking about games that they're doing this week: Bradford versus Hull, Sheffield Wednesday versus Sunderland. I'm not going to do either of those. I will be doing Rangers versus Union St. Gilles tomorrow, and then I will be doing Real Madrid versus Frankfurt on Wednesday. So yeah, it's a bit busy week. get some weird sounds going through my headphones. I do apologise about that. I don't know what it is. Got the window open. I'm leaving like a dead end road. It's just mad what kind of sounds come through. Absolutely mad. A little party in Hawthorns at the moment, going through my ear, which is lovely. Honestly, it feels like an absolute rave going on. Oh, yeah. Hang on 2 seconds. Okay. We are back underway, people. We are back underway. So what are we going to get from the second half? What are we going to get? West Brom are going straight on the attack with Joe Wallace. Swift and Jed Wallace are two brilliant signings for West Brom, I have to say. Swift was very underrated at Reading. And Jed Wallace, for me, when he was at Wolves, I thought he was very good. Played at Millwall as well, but here comes Sarr, but he's literally all by himself. Crossed in, bottom comes out and collects it though. It's all good, all good, all good. So the first 2 minutes, it's not too bad. West Brom are still going to play well they are. Crosses, most this match, Jed Wallace with 14 crosses, Furlong with 4. And that's the second. Who is Watford? Watford. I don't know how to take that. Right, Watford are Arsenal's neighbours in training ground, but the team that were relegated last season. Oh, I'm hoping you're joking. I don't know if you are, but I always give the answers anyway. They got a very good strike force. Oh, great shot there. West Brom have started on the front foot here very well. But I hope that's answered your question, William Whitley. They are based in Hertfordshire, North London. Well, north of London. Owned by the Pozzo family, who own Granada and Udinese. And to be fair, Watford have not been good West Brom have been really good. And West Brom started the second half. No, this is the one with Ismail Sarr, Emmanuel Dennis. You're thinking of Tottenham with Harry Kane. Sorry, try not to laugh. Elton John is their biggest supporter. They play at Vicarage Road, not far from St Albans. They're in the Premier League for a couple of seasons. I'm expecting them to go back up, to be honest. But they are going to have to sell one of these strikers at some point this transfer window. And to be honest, it's going to sell mental. But because Man United are after a striker, I can see them going for one of them. I really can. West Brom just still look really good. They are tearing this team apart, Watford. Dean Garner was offside there. I don't know who's on the subs bench for either team, to be honest. I might need to look at the subs. Let's see what can come on here. If there's any threatening players that can come on. Adam Reach is fairly decent. Matt Phillips, Callum Robinson. For West Brom, they're the only attacking players that can come on and make a difference. You look at Watford, Aspria, Minaj. I think he came from Barcelona. Looks all right. Quinner, the winger again. So they've got 3 players each that could come on attacking wise to make a difference. But we just never know. You just never know with these type of games. Sorry for the weird noises in the background. I really don't know what's going on outside today. It's really weird. It's a weird world. What I would say, even if West Brom do dominate 90% of this game, Watford have got the threat of their attack force. So it wouldn't shock me if Watford get another goal. I would say the first goal was a shock because it was literally from their own half. But yeah, wouldn't be surprised if West Brom just dominate possession, have loads of chances, but Watford score another goal. Really wouldn't shock me at all. And 52 minutes in now. I don't know what Watford are going to have to do to change this. Because West Brom are just literally tearing them apart. And I can't say that Watford have got the personnel to stop that from happening. You know what, John? It wouldn't shock me. Really wouldn't. I think that's what will happen. If West Brom don't put these chances away and Watford win 2-1, it will be literally West Brom's fault for not putting their chances away. Wallace with another cross. Honestly, this guy is phenomenal. Another cross. Honestly, his crosses just come in constantly. I think it's because you do know that you just know that Watford are not very good defensively, and they're not. They haven't got, apart from Sierralta, they haven't got a good defender, really. They seem very bumbly. It's not a good word, but I know what I mean. They just bumble a lot. And like, and now West Brom have got a corner. I don't know how many corners this is. It's probably a stupid number. Have we got any stats for this one? Stats. So total shots. Right, as of right now, it's 69% possession for West Brom. They've had 15 shots, 5 on target, 6 off target. See the corner. Wallace whips it in. Oh, shot from Grant just goes over the post. Let's have a look. See if we can find corners. Where's the corners? Yeah, so 8 corners West Brom had. Honestly, it's mental. But this is that chance there from Carlin Grant again is why I just don't think he's a proper striker, like a proper one that's going to get you the goals that you need to go up. He could have had 3. He's had 3 good opportunities tonight, and he's got 1. It's a 33% chance taken. Not good enough, really, for me. Because some games you're not going to get. Because some games are not as good as this. I will be perfectly honest. Some are really hard fought games. This is a very good game. West Brom are literally all over Watford, and that does surprise me from seeing what Watford were like last time. It does surprise me how bad Watford are in this game. Well, I wouldn't say Watford are that bad, actually. That's probably a bit harsh. But West Brom have been that good. I feel it's probably the better way of saying it. West Brom have been that good. Another cross comes in. These crosses, if you had a really good striker, I swear that West Brom could be winning this 5-1. Clash of heads, quite a bad one this time. Sierralta, he's like, it's not bothered. He's already back to his feet. But Cabaselli's down. Let's have a go at this. Right, so the cross comes in again. Oh, okay. That was a. Is that more blood? It's just more blood. Yeah, that's going to be really beneficial for Everton, I have to say. It's a big signing. So West Brom were giving the ball back here due to the fact it wasn't out of play, so they've just started again. So here comes West Brom. We're 57 minutes in now. Watford just can't get out. It's quite frustrating for me because they've got the best front three in the Championship and they just can't get out. If they could get out, they've got so much threat. The problem is I've noticed that Joao Pedro has actually fallen back into midfield. So maybe that's to stop the threat of West Brom. But last week when I saw him, here comes West Brom again. Right, here comes Watford now. Dennis with the ball, finds Joao Pedro, but I don't think Joao Pedro's going to get that. Doesn't it? Goes out for a goal kick. Yeah, West Brom just cannot score, and they have been all over Watford in this game, and it's 1-1. It's ridiculous. Now you can't. Right, a lot of people say 2 seconds. Sorry, guys. Just need to send a message. They just cannot get you need to be able to score a goal. You really do. And West Brom have been all over Watford, like all over them. And this is not down to Steve Bruce. This is Steve Bruce sets them up to play like this, and this is very entertaining football. It's exciting. The crosses are coming in. He cannot get Karlan Grant to score. That's not on him. That's on Karlan Grant. And Karlan Grant has had many opportunities to score tonight. So have other players, but they're not known for scoring, so that's fine. But Karlan Grant, put your chances away, because Steve Bruce is getting all this flack for this, and it's not down to him. This is an exciting, exciting game. West Brom playing very good football, really good football. So this is not down to Steve Bruce at all. And here's Hanif. How are you doing, Hanif?
Yeah, Bobby lad, what's going on? What have I missed? It looks like there's been a couple of goals. Not like a Huddersfield game.
West Brom are playing brilliant football. And Watford's goal was literally scored from their own half. It was an absolute cracker of a goal. You should see it if you get the chance later. But how are you anyway? You all right?
Yeah, not bad, mate. Not bad. Went for a light jog and then had a shower and thought join you for a bit of a championship watch along. It's good to watch different games, not only the Premier League.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I try and do. I try not to. Nearly a goal there. Only problem is Bruce will pay the price. Yeah, exactly. And this is not Bruce's fault. And this is where people moan. This is Steve Bruce. That's not his fault. The way that the West Brom are playing is absolutely amazing. It's very entertaining. He cannot get his striker to score. That's not his fault. That's Karlan Grant's goal.
Go back. Go back.
It's just mad.
Okay,
West Brom looks so good. I'm so impressed with how they look. I saw their first game. The first half was awful from West Brom, but the second half they were better. This game, they've been brilliant for 60 minutes. I mean, did you tune in to watch Tariq's Arsenal show, did you?
Right.
Little bit.
Yeah. I didn't realise he was doing one, to be honest, until it came up on my YouTube link. I think sometimes you can talk too much about the same game.
Yeah, that's the problem.
Yeah, because we've already done it. I already did it with Realist, and I'm like, Already done it. I've had my say. Let's crack on with watching.
Have you met Chino yet?
I've only seen his messages in the WhatsApp group that we're all in, like the PTSD group. I don't know if you've heard of it.
Oh mate, he's absolutely hilarious. But you know when he comes on, oh my god, he's absolutely hilarious.
I know does he wind up realist? I think he does, doesn't he?
No, he just absolutely slaughters United.
Okay, fair enough. Big up to CM. Hope you do. But the goal from Sarr, honestly, Hanif, if you get a chance later to watch it. He's a beautiful goal.
I'm watching it now.
Yeah,
I'm watching it now.
But big up to CM. Hope you're doing well, mate. But yeah, for me, I think you can just talk too much about the same game all the time. It's just I've done it.
Bloody hell! From the halfway line, what was the keeper doing?
Well, that's what I thought when he. Because obviously on the TV, all you could see what Sarr was doing. I was like, "What are you doing? Why are you shooting at the goal?" And then I realised Bottom's nowhere near the line. I'm like, "Whoa!" But the actual technique and how he did it, enough height for it to drop enough as well. I thought that's brilliant goal. Because that's not easy to score from the halfway line. It's not.
I know the keepers are supposed to be outside their area, but bloody hell.
I know. It's mad. But that's literally the only threat that's come from Watford. Other than that, it's all been West Brom.
Right on the edge of his box as well.
Yeah. I don't know what he was doing there. I have no idea. To be fair, the Watford, the West Brom goalkeeper could probably go to the restaurant and have a nice takeaway because Watford have offered literally nothing. It's got to be commentator's curse there. No, it's not. But are you getting excited about Chelsea now?
No. What's there to be excited about? I'm looking for that. I'm looking for that club now where I can just watch them for entertainment. I want to sit down and be entertained. Chelsea are not that team. We just play. We're a hard to beat team, and I get it. Look, it's about results.
Yeah.
So I'd rather watch someone in a different league who's just going to entertain me.
Honestly, the first half on this game was brilliant, and it started all right. The second half, but not as frantic. I'm doing Rangers tomorrow, and I'm doing the Super Cup on Wednesday, so that should be quite good. That's Real Madrid Frankfurt, so could be plenty of goals in that one. Wallace with another cross here. Swift backman saves. Are you getting more worried about Huddersfield now? Because they've lost.
I got worried as soon as they hired that guy as manager. I'm not gonna lie, because I'm a bit like old school. I don't think you can. I think like with established clubs, you can't play that type of. You can't hire someone without experience. But I could be wrong.
No, I don't think you are wrong on this one. I think that one is absolutely crazy. The only reason Huddersfield was good last season was because of Corcoran. Corcoran was amazing. The football that he played with pretty poor players, to be fair to Huddersfield, they weren't great players, but he made them look amazing.
When you can get more out of when you can get 6 to 7 out of 10 performances out of like 4 out of 5 out of 10 players. It's like what Ante is doing at Spurs.
Yeah, exactly. And this is what I'm going to have to mention the Arsenal fans, because Arsenal fans think, Tottenham aren't a great team. They've got 2 very good players, but Conte can get that little bit more out of the average players, and that's fine. That's great coaching.
It's what Fergie used to do. He used to get every ounce out of those players.
Yeah. Because let's be honest, Steve Bruce and Gary Pallister weren't great defenders, but he made them look really good.
They played out their skill for him because they were just average at best, like David May as well.
Yeah. Oh God. David May. Yeah.
But you put that shirt on them, they became like frigging warriors. They didn't care.
Yeah, exactly.
Sorry, I'm just stuffing my face.
No, no worries. Not a problem.
But yeah, United fans seems to be the United fans basically run Twitter Spaces. They're just having a meltdown. I'm just like, get over it yourselves. You've lost the game. Big whoop.
Hanif, you don't know French, do you?
No,
Je
man.
pourrais avoir. I have literally no idea. I do apologise.
I think that's basically they're basically asking you how's the game going.
Honestly, West Brom look absolutely incredible. I have to admit, I watched their first game, and second half they were good. First half they were absolutely poor. And anyone that wants to blame Steve Bruce, get that out of your head, because honestly, he's set them up so well. But he can't force the striker to score. That's something you can't do. That's down to the player. He has put a good chance away tonight, but he has also missed 3 or 4 good chances as well. So, but big up to you.
He's creating chances. He's always better than just defending all the time and looking for a counter attack. I've always said that, but I know the championship's a bit of a upside down league, and
yeah, it's crazy league. So I love it. Absolutely love this league.
it's competitive.
Yeah, exactly, and that's what I like. You can. These are the ones you cannot put a bet on because you haven't got a clue. You won't know what happens at the weekend. Like the first weekend of the championship, there's hardly any goals, and that was surprising. There was like literally about 11 goals, I think, which is crazy. And then this weekend, there's been loads. So you just can't predict it, and I love that. I love an unpredictable league. Oh,
I'll tell you what's good. If people don't want to spend a lot of money, go and watch National League. Go watch National League and semi-pro football.
Mate, that's what I covered last. I was doing the playoffs. My first ever watch-along was Wrexham versus Halifax. That was my first ever watch-along because I love the National League. It's one of my favourite ones. It's very much like Sunday League football, but the tackles are hard.
Yeah,
it's brilliant stuff. And I got to see Harry Maguire's younger brother or older brother. Don't know how old he is, and to be fair, he looks better than Harry. Oh, here comes Sarr. Oh, that could be a penalty, you know. Is he giving it? He's giving it. I don't know if you're going to get to see this, Hanif, but I personally thought that was a penalty straight away. There was definitely a push. I don't know how soft this is. I haven't seen the replay yet, but it looked like a penalty. It was through on goal. Now, let's have a look. See. So Sarr goes through.
Like
yeah. I know he falls over, but he does push over Sarr.
Did you see that penalty? Well, that foul on Welbeck yesterday by Martinez. Like, I don't understand. Like, when's a push going to be given as a pen?
Yeah, I know. That was a proper push, though, wasn't it? That was like.
And I don't understand. Like, what is VAR doing? I think it's competitive, but
are you in our group chat with the PTSD one?
No, I'm not. No.
Oh, okay. Well, mind you, I'll message you WhatsApp about what you just mentioned about the VAR because I can't say it online, so I'll message you that after the game. Right,
John asks a very interesting question.
So you think that yes, it is
100%. It's competitive, and it's not the best. It's not the best league in the world either. So
no. Oh, he's missed it! What a stupid penalty! Oh my word! What on earth was that? I know you're good, mate, but don't just put it away. Trying to do a clever penalty. Have you seen it? Or you're going to be
Watching
a
it
minute
now.
behind? Oh, okay. Now it's a yellow card. Oh, how
That-
ridiculous is that?
That was poor, that.
Jeez. Oh. That
Well done to
yeah,
Burn, though.
Yeah.
Did his
Oh,
job.
yeah, definitely. He still had to go the right way, didn't he? So, but that was an awful penalty. That was awful. Nothing.
I don't
good
understand,
to say
like, where's what, you know, just because it doesn't look sexy, just friggin' boot it in the corner. Who
Yeah,
cares
exactly.
how it goes in, as long as it goes in?
I took penalties when I played football, and I just booted it. You know, as long as
I
it
used
goes
to
on
toe
target.
poke at me. I didn't
Did
care.
you?
I was just like, me should go in. Toe poke that out.
But it's going to be a free kick here. Quite a dangerous position for West Brom here. Whipped in. West Brom will need to score. They really do if they want to. This is a game they should be winning. Look, yeah, what John's saying could be looking like a draw. It could be. It wouldn't shock me if it was a draw now. But honestly, it West Brom's 2-point loss, to be honest, because they've been so good. I just can't believe that. That penalty is actually going to annoy me for quite a while. It's really going to annoy me. Even the commentators still talking. Oh my word! Have you seen that from Joao Pedro? How the heck did he just do that? Dribbling on his head, and he dribbled it with his head. If you get to see it, honestly, it's brilliant. Honestly, the Watford front line should not be in the Championship. They are Premier League quality.
It's because I think they didn't want to sell, and I think they know that that's the only way they're going to.
Dennis is available for £20 million.
I've been shouting his name, mate, absolutely, like, as a Chelsea fan, and people just look down on him. I'm like, why are you looking?
Yeah.
He's a wicked player.
He is awesome.
Oh, he plays for West Brom. I mean, he plays for Watford. Absolutely stupid.
I'd have him at Arsenal. I'd be perfectly happy with him at Arsenal.
I just don't see the argument. You know, when people say there's no strikers, there's plenty of strikers, but you've got to give them a bloody chance.
Yeah. Exactly. So substitution here. This. Off and on. Okay, but yeah, it's looking. Yeah, to be honest, it wouldn't shock me if this was a draw now, but West Brom would have dropped 2 points for me.
This West Brom team look all right, you know.
You know what,
one
mate?
to watch.
Yeah, I wasn't impressed in the first half of the first game of the season. That they looked really bad, but this game right now, they've looked great for pretty much the whole game. Oh, does he need a fan? Okay. Yeah. Yeah, the other one's coming tomorrow, so we won't have to do that anymore. Oh, so Livermore's now coming off. You know what? They would be, and that's the weird thing, because I've been so impressed by this West Brom side. I don't know how you're going to spell his name. Right off. I have no wish to get his name wrong. Yoku Slu. What on earth am I meant to be spelling that? Yoku Slu. Yeah. How's the heat in Huddersfield? Is it getting hot now?
Pardon?
How's the heat in Huddersfield at the moment? Is it getting really
nice.
hot?
Yeah, there's a nice breeze, to be fair. Yeah, I went for a jog this evening, and it's all right, to be fair. It is hot, but it's not as hot as it was last month.
Yeah, the circular gets about 30, I think, which is a bit too much for me, to be honest. But John's got a good point here. If
I'll
a
be
Brighton
honest
player,
with you. Sorry, go on.
Sorry, John's got a good point here. If a Brighton player had pushed over a Man United player, ref would have given it. Yeah, probably.
Highly likely, yeah. Highly likely.
Especially at Old Trafford, yeah. But yeah, what were you going to say, Annie? Sorry.
I don't.
It's about the weather, I think.
I don't know what I was going to say, to be fair.
Okay.
Yeah, to be fair, like, I think global warming's done the UK a favour.
You reckon?
I really do. I think the weather we're getting is amazing.
Not so much for a ginger guy, I have to admit. Gingers are not very good in the sun.
I just think overall we're getting brilliant weather.
See, I've spent months, and I mean months, in Iraq and Afghanistan for previous reasons.
Have you?
Well, I'm ex-army.
Nice.
But I also spent 3 months in Norway, and the 3 months in Norway was the happiest time in my military career. I was loving the snow. I was like, yeah, this is heaven.
Were you a soldier?
Yeah, I'm a marksman. I'm an ex-captain.
What does that mean? Sorry, I'm a bit uneducated.
Oh, I'm a commissioned officer. So I'm now a retired captain, so I now get a war pension. So
how long were you in the army for? Because you don't even look that old.
I'm 42 and I was in it for 7.5 years.
7.5 years? Is that it?
Yeah, sadly I took an injury that made me unable to carry on. Yeah. So yeah.
Yeah, I know. The one thing I don't understand, Bobby.
Yeah.
You've got these. We had this on my mum and dad's street. Right? We got this soldier. Right, he suffered a bit of a bad injury whilst he was serving, and he had a leg injury, like really bad.
Yeah. Yeah.
But they didn't really do anything for him, and he had to go through that charity. Save the heroes.
Yep. It's mental. It's mental, honestly.
I was when you told me about this, and I thought the army did everything for you. I thought they covered you and everything.
Nope, they don't. You have to physically go and find these charities that help the veterans. You have to physically find them. It's something I'm quite happy to talk online about, because it is shocking how we get treated when we leave.
That's wrong, that. People, if kids knew that, they wouldn't sign up. It's disgusting, that, because when he told me, I was just like, I don't understand what you're talking about. How can they not cover you?
Yeah,
it doesn't make any sense to me, because
it's horrible. What Chris is saying, I have a controversial opinion, of course. I'm always controversial, but that's me all over. Yeah, what's your opinion? I don't think I want to know, do I, Chris? Werner back at for 20, just over £20 million as well. That's mad. Sorry, Henny, I know that's your club, but that's mad. Selling him for 20 million quid.
Listen, I really like Werner as a player, and well, he got a trophy. He won the Champions League. What more does he want? Good luck to him. Okay. I know he wants to get back into the German team.
Okay, Chris. Right. They are overrated. I do get that. But the way that he did it was amazing for me. But then I didn't see where the goalkeeper was at the time. I didn't see that the goalkeeper was miles off his line. So I do get where you're coming from. I think there's been better ones. I'm thinking of Naeem and Beckham. But the Sarr one, because West Brom played for 12 minutes non-stop attack, and then I literally just saw Sarr get the ball and just boot it. I was like, what are you doing, mate? That's just mental. But then he scored. I was thinking, that's actually pretty good. But yeah, I do get what you're on about. It does kind of make sense. Lads, do you think Villa with Gerrard will struggle this season? I don't think it's Gerrard's fault necessarily. I can't really put it all on him. What do you think, Anif? Do you think it's all Gerrard? Or do you think it's the quality of the players that they're getting?
I think because I think Gerard will ultimately be criticized and maybe even asked to leave, but it's not his team really. He's bought like a couple of players, but if you're not going to give him a chance, it's a bit like Frank Lampard in his first season at Chelsea. He did really well because because of where the club was, and then they overspent on players. Now with Gerard, we don't know yet. You've got to let 10 games go past and see where Villa are at. What if they win the next 7?
Yeah.
And then everyone will just be like, everyone will forget the first game of the season. You just don't know
Yeah.
because it's first game of the season. And look at Liverpool. Should we start saying Klopp isn't good enough and all this?
Exactly, yeah.
I just think we have to be very careful. We just have to be very. It's first game of the season. If it's like 5 or 6 game in and he's not won anything,
yeah,
then yeah. But I know, but the owners made a mistake. I think they should have gone for experience, but that's just me.
Gerrard could be the first manager sacked. He's under pressure. He spent money, in my opinion. Possibly, could be. I'm thinking of another one, to be honest. Brendan Rodgers could be the first one to be sacked. Aston Villa were as luster as yeah. but it's the first game of the season, and it's the first game of the season for a newly promoted club. You get that bounce the first game. Will we see Bournemouth? To be honest, I'm surprised how well Bournemouth played because they've hardly made any signings or any of great improvement anyway. So I'm
no, but they've always had that Premier League quality. They've got like several players which. And then they've got that Stalanki as well, who needs to turn up now for him.
Oh, definitely. What's Chris saying here? I agree, though, it's first game, but if we had... Oh, yeah, I'll definitely. They won't be out. They'll be out like probably October, November time, definitely. But that gives you a fair amount of time to see how good you are. You know, can't start having an opinion after the first game. That doesn't make any sense.
Bobby, I think the problems at Leicester, right, are the reasons why I don't think Brendan Rodgers will be sacked, because it's not his fault that the club isn't run properly. He can only do what he can do with the players he's got, because you're talking about a team that was looking to qualify, looking to break that top 4 hole, and they were finishing top 6, top 7.
Yeah.
The drop-off's been so big, and I think there's been a lot of this is my personal. I don't know for sure, but I think there's a lot of stuff going on behind the scenes, because they sold Kasper Schmeichel for silly money.
Yeah,
and they have to sell Fofana because they can't. I think they're not. They're having problems with financial fair play.
Yes, they are.
So until they don't sell, they really can't do anything. And I think ultimately, what's the new owner, what's the new manager going to do with those types of players? You might as well stick with Brendan Rodgers.
Yeah, exactly. I don't think Brendan's that good of a manager, though. Personally, I think he's quite overrated.
It depends on what you mean, because I think Leicester might be his pinnacle, but I think he could do a job at Spurs. Because I think Spurs are in serious trouble. Like, they're in serious financial debt. A lot of people don't know that.
Oh yeah,
they're in serious trouble.
See, in this WhatsApp group, a lot of Tottenham fans are like ripping into Barcelona. I'm like, you might need to calm yourselves, because you are 900 million in debt, where Barcelona are 1.3 billion in debt. So it's not much difference. And there's the Tottenham fans. The
thing is with Barcelona, have you heard what's going to happen?
Yes.
Messi's coming back.
Yes.
Once Messi returns, Bobby, that debt, if he stays there for 2 years, I reckon they will reduce that debt by a third easily. Because of the money that Messi generates.
Yeah.
And also Barcelona are a bigger pull.
Oh, so yeah, mile.
They will always make money compared to Tottenham. Tottenham have recently got this reputation of being a top 6 club that play good football.
Chris, have you been drinking
I would.
something?
Yeah.
Really?
I
Okay,
would.
Hanif,
I'd take
have
that
you been
gamble,
drinking
Chris.
something? Really? Oh
I,
my word.
I don't. Because it depends on how you look at it, Bobby. Is it like look at the football that England play with the players they've got?
Hmm.
That's how I see it. Like Gareth Southgate doesn't play good football.
Yeah, well, Gareth Southgate is a big nodding dog for the FO, so I can't stand him. But Brendan Rodgers, nah, not for me. I'd take Steve
hoping,
Cooper or the guy at Brighton. Can't think of his name for some reason now. Who's the manager at
I
Brighton?
would, if I, at
Potter.
Chelsea, I would gamble with Potter. I would take that
I
gamble.
would. Yeah, I like the way he
I would
plays
take that
football.
gamble. Yeah, so do I. That's why I watch him. I watch Brian because he play good football.
A lot of people are more like, oh, our manager looks ugly, I don't want him. I don't care what the manager looks like. Steve Cooper isn't an attractive man, but the way that Nottingham Forest played in the Championship, I'm going to be careful about this. How they played in the Championship was beautiful for football. I haven't seen them how they played in the Premier League yet, and I'm guessing he probably won't play like that because they'll just get murdered. But Graham Potter, the way he plays, yes, Man United were bad at the weekend, but Brighton were good, and people forgot that. It wasn't just Man United were bad. Brighton played really well. I was very impressed with him.
He's a good coach, that guy.
Yeah, but that's important.
They offered him a big deal as well, didn't they? A couple of years ago, he's on he's on a long deal there. He's on a big deal, like
John.
He's there for a good 4 or 5 years yet.
Chris, me and you are gonna have words. Me and you are gonna have words, mate. But the media have a lot to blame. Yeah, they do. That's unfortunately why I don't like the media. I can't stand it. I keep away from anyone that wants to do this to get into the media world because it's horrible.
I'll tell you, Bobby, which player that no one's talking about, and we're gonna see this season, Jack Grealish. 100 million for that player.
Yeah, I think at some point we're going to have to stop talking about the money because the money is separate, I think. Because if you think about it, how much does Haaland cost? 50? Is it 50 million they paid?
I think the thing about the thing is with Haaland, right? I think it's upwards of 100 million because there's a lot of like background money that's gone to his age and his dad and stuff like that.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
I think it's much more than 100 million.
Yeah. But I never thought he was a £100 million player in the first place, Grealish. I didn't think he was that great at Aston Villa. He's one of those that he's all right. But there's the right players on this field now. Yeah. Dennis. I'd rather have Dennis over Grealish. I'll tell you that now. Because Dennis,
if you want
you
a
don't know what
player
he's going to do.
And whatever the club's value him at, you've got to pay.
Yeah, exactly. So, talking about the
look
money.
Look at Chelsea and Cucurella.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't really care how much you pay for him, to be honest. Chelsea wants him. They paid what they want, what they had to. Man City didn't, but Man City are very clever, to be honest. But they've also got the ability to go, okay, not going to get in for the right amount, so we'll go for someone else. And I guarantee they'll sell on someone else.
Probably.
They just weren't willing to pay that amount of money, but that's fine because Man City, I've got a feeling they'll probably want to sign 2 players this summer still, not just one, because I guarantee they probably want another centre back because they were trying to get rid of Ake. So don't know what's going on with the full official tonight, but there's literally been no board about how much injury time there is. You know how there's always a plus in the corner by the numbers saying how much injury time there is? The first game
Championship, mate. Championship. Yeah, I've just noticed that myself.
What's Chris saying here? Okay, Roger's done an amazing job at Leicester, back-to-back 5th. Are you typing this with a straight face, Chris? Won the FA Cup, won a Community Shield. If you count that as a trophy, that's for debate.
I think the problem is Was Rodgers going to do any better with that Leicester squad? And I don't think he could without serious investment.
See, what I always go back to is the Liverpool days. That was a bad experience for him. No way, Lionel. Yeah, he will be. He will be. It's
I'm telling you right now, Chris, he will.
Written in the
I'm
stars,
telling you
mate.
right now, he's going back to. He can play that till he's about 37, 38.
Yeah,
He'll be playing
easy.
for a long time because he's one of the best footballers of all time. He's smart.
Did
He's
you see him against
football.
Cologne the other day? Did you see the highlights against Cologne and how he scored?
He was really good. He was picking out passes that you just think, bloody hell.
Even the French commentators were saying this is the Messi that they thought they signed in the first place. He's bedded into that squad. He's still there, isn't he?
Yeah, I'm still here, mate.
Oh, sorry, there was a bit of a weird sound. I wasn't too sure if your mic went. But yeah, he's definitely going back to Barcelona. Roger's doing a decent job at Leicester. He could have had a Premier League, except for the slip by Gerrard. Was he the manager at the time, was he?
Yeah, he was, yeah.
That. Oh, I don't know.
The thing is this, like, what did Gareth Southgate do to become England manager? Like, he didn't achieve anything apart from the Europa League final with Middlesbrough. Oh, I think he had the under-21 job, didn't he?
Yeah, it's because he's a nodding dog. And that's what the FA want.
Yeah.
We will see. We won't see, Chris. We won't see. Stop laughing.
I'm on 94 minutes.
Yeah, I'm on 94. There's still no numbers up. This is the first game I've ever seen. Even I watched National League and all over the world. I've never seen a game when I haven't put the plus in the corner. That is weird. Is that full time now?
Did you hear what Jamie Redknapp said about Thiago Silva?
No, what did he say?
He said he's a really good player. I would have put him up there with the Maldinis or anything like that because he's not won a Champions League. But he has.
My God.
And they didn't even correct him.
My God. How many has he won? He's won more than one, isn't he?
Did he win one at AC Milan? No, he's only won one Champions League.
Oh, he's only just won one. Right.
Yeah.
Who would you give the most valuable player award to in this game, from what you've seen?
I've only watched like the last 25 minutes of it. I don't even know, to be fair.
I'm going to have to give it to Jed Wallace because the amount of crosses he's
probably to Sarr because he got him back into the game, didn't he?
Yeah, but then he did that penalty.
I don't. Yeah, I don't know. It's I wish I watched the problem is when I watch a game, I don't like analyze it. I just watch it for enjoyment. I need to like when I'm proper analyzing games.
Yeah,
I like look at the players properly.
Yeah, I always just do it because a lot of people watch this back later. So because of fans in America that seem to watch my stuff, which is great for them. But I always like to make.
We could give it to the keep. We could give it to the keeper for saving his penalty.
Oh, okay.
That was a big moment. That was a big moment, wasn't it?
Yeah. So we're just going to do his final comments. Potter is an excellent manager, doing a great job at Brighton. Yes, can't disagree on that one. Southgate is a yes man. I bet he'd sweat for that job. But having said that, the FA don't know how to measure flow. Okay, I can't comment more on that one. John McGinn is a better player than Grealish. You know what?
I think in midfield he is.
Yeah.
I don't think he is technically. I don't think he is technically, but I think as a midfielder, I think John McGinn's underrated. I think he could do better than Villa.
I'm going to give the most valuable player to the Watford goalkeeper due to the fact West Brom should have won.
I think he's one of them that if you put him in the Spurs team, he could push it. He could like work into that team. He could work up to that team. I think he could do a job there at Spurs. Maybe even Arsenal, to be fair.
Yeah.
To be fair, he's a better. I'd take him as a backup at Chelsea, to be fair.
Would you? Right. Hanif, shout out wherever people can find you.
Yeah, I'm on 532_pod on Instagram. I'll be on here with Bobby watching random footballing games.
Random games, isn't it?
That's what we do best. And yeah, you can catch me on anybody else's channels, whoever wants me.
But thank you, everyone. Thank you, Chris. Thank you, John. Big up to everyone that joined earlier. And for now, we are out of here. Take care, everyone.